Well, along with all the other things that go on with the hunting prep, and this year specifically mountain goat prep, I also like to prep some of my own meals, put them in the dehydrator, have food ready when whether I'm camped in, 4, 5, 6 day trips, or even if I'm just day hunting out of the truck or camping and coming back to camp every night. Any of you who've hunted with me know that I like to eat, and it's something that I've really tried to pay more attention to since my sheep hunt, because on that sheep hunt I did a lot of ramen and tuna and tried to go really super lightweight with my food, and I lost a lot of weight throughout that season. More so now, I've paid more attention. Again, going back to the ramen and the tuna, just not enough calories. I could have been adding some of the healthy oils and fats to that, and I wasn't doing that. So some of the meal prep that I do now takes care of some of those considerations. The calorie count is definitely up a little bit higher, but it's also to taste, right? I mean, it's something that I'm going to get more into with my gear and my camping style and the things that I use as far as like pads and tents and that kind of thing from a comfort factor. But on the food side, I just love to make sure that when I get home, when I get back at night, I've got I'm looking forward to that warm meal, that it's not a mountain house, or it's not something else that I'm not looking forward to eating. So a couple meals I'm going to prep this go around. Actually, this first prep, this meal is stroganoff. I don't like mushrooms. I don't like sour cream. So this is definitely not your typical, grandma's beef stroganoff recipe. But this is something to my taste that I like, and it's really, as a dehydrated meal, it tastes really good. It's a good hearty meal. The other one is just kind of my version of a chili mac that also, in the field, I'll add the salt and peppers and some olive oil and that kind of thing to get the calories and to taste up. But a couple meals that I would say that I probably eat 2 out of every 3 nights when I'm hunting. So gonna get that going. This is more of an overview. I'm gonna show you some of the ingredients I put in there, but it's not a how-to, right? It's not this step and this step. You're gonna see kind of as I put stuff in the pan and fast forward through it, but this is not your how-to video. This is more the overview, and then from the pot into the dehydrator, and then from there into my individual bags for the hunt. So anyway, a little different video. Hope you enjoy it. So we've got about 2 pounds of ground whitetail. Got a 1.5 cups chopped onions, a couple garlic cloves. We're gonna go with the full 12 ounces of the egg noodles. I got some sweet peas, pack of brown gravy, and a pretty big tablespoon of beef bouillon, the beef stock. And I'm just gonna put this together. This is more of an overview, not a how-to, if you will. I do not like mushrooms, and I do not like sour cream, so this is kind of my simplified version of a stroganoff that I'm gonna put in the dehydrator, and it will make 6 to 7 portions for me for about what I like to eat. So based off the ingredients, you can kind of break down if you want to look at calorie quantities and that kind of thing. I don't necessarily count calories to the T anymore. It's just I know about what I need to eat, what I like to eat, and this is a meal that I usually eat regularly. So this is one of the meals I'm prepping for the dehydrator. again, that was more of an overview of a few of the meals that I put together. Again, I've been dehydrating meals for the last couple years, dabbled a little bit early on, and I just kind of been going full bore, just trying stuff. I mean, you know, I've done things different ways, like with the stroganoff, left the meat in with mixed in together. The chili mac, just did the noodles and the sauce, and then I'll add in the ground elk or ground deer later. I usually do 3 to 4 pounds worth of ground meat separate, so that way I can mix it in with the chili mac, or if I do tacos or something else like that, I can just add that in. You know, I've also done it to where I've saved like the chili powder and the paprika and salt and pepper to taste at, you know, once I'm rehydrating the meal. I don't like to put a lot of salt in beforehand, even though the stroganoff and the gravies and all that has quite a bit of salt already mixed in. But like I said, more of an overview, not a how-to. I don't ever like to come off as, hey, do it this way. This is just how I do it, and how I've started to incorporate some of my meals. You know, once I go and I get it to where I've got it in big portions, then I'll condense it into smaller packages, usually somewhere in that 140, 150 gram range, and I'll vacuum seal it, excuse me, and package it together so it's compressed real small, it's lightweight, keeps the air out, and then I just, you know, program my meals that way for the day and the trip that I'm going on. So couple of my favorites, like I said, the chili mac, the stroganoff, also just the meat for tacos and other things like that. So hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, this is all just kind of prep as we get into further along the summer. Got some scouting trips lined out here for later in the month, early part of July. Gonna get up and see some of the mountain goat country that I'm gonna be possibly hiking around, doing some scouting, more driving around the unit, glassing up. I have actually reached out to a few people that have a lot of experience in that area. So excited about that. I'm gonna bring you more of that on another video. But again, it's just all prep, all kind of some of the things that are done behind the scenes, and you know, as we get ready for the season. So good luck to all you guys out there as you get ready for your season as well. And thanks for tuning in this video. We'll be catching up with you soon.